Hello, everyone. I am super excited to be here within the Independent Support Worker Challenge group, and I'm really excited to kick off with our first live of the challenge. So, welcome to those of you who can make it here to the live. If you're not able to make it to the live, I know you'll have the opportunity to watch me on replay over the coming few weeks, and I know you will get a lot of value from this challenge. So, welcome, and really excited for you to be here with me today. So, I'll tell you a little bit about me. Some of you might not have known me or got to know me yet. You might have, I know I've just been letting people into the group in the last few minutes and hours. So, welcome. My name's Helen, and I will be your host for the next 2 week challenge. So, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I understand firsthand the challenges that you're experiencing because I myself have been working in the care industry for over 30 years. Originally in the UK, moved out with my family 12 years ago, set up a home care business in 2015, which grew rapidly. So, over a 5 year period, we had 100% growth in the NDIS and aged care space. And we also completed all of our audits with flying colours. I grew the business across New South Wales and Queensland. At its peak, I employed over 170 staff, and during the time I owned the business, we supported over 1,700 people. So I know what it takes to set up successfully in a home care business. I know what it takes to succeed. I know what it takes to be compliant. I've been there, done that, and got the t-shirts. So after taking a year off and having a great time relaxing, I am actually now on a journey of helping other people to succeed in their businesses because I know the steps that you need to take to succeed. And I'm really excited to be here with you today to share those steps to success for those of you that are looking to either be working in your independent support worker business, or some of you may be in that space and may be looking to set yourself up in a business as well. So the all of these things, whether you're independent support worker or you have a small micro business, registered, unregistered, all of these things, all of the things that I'll be sharing with you today will be valuable to you in your business and for the success and growth. So I'll tell you a little bit as well is that I've got a platform called My Care Assistant, and that platform really is there as a valuable tool for you to help you streamline all your administration in the business in your business. So if you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to get yourself registered in the platform. It's completely free. Let me know when you're registered and I'll give you access to all areas, and I'll share on the third live all the information you need to incorporate My Care Assistant in your business to help you succeed, thrive, and grow. So let's dive into today because I know there's going to be a lot of value for you. So today we're going to talk about your blueprint to success. I'm going to support you in how you can craft your business plan and roadmap to success in your independent support worker business. I will take things step by step, give you all the answers you need to succeed in business. So, by the end of today, you will have the opportunity to complete your own comprehensive roadmap to success. I'll help you set a course of where you want to take your business, and you are going to learn about the 4-step process to success in your business. You're going to learn how to be compliant in your business, how you can measure success in your business, and how you can ensure continuous quality improvement in your business as well. So there's lots of value and outcomes that you will learn today. So I want to ask to start with a question of you. What does business success look like for you? Because everybody is going to have a different answer to that question. What does business success look like for you? Somebody might just be looking for a few hours of work a week in the caring industry as an independent support worker. Some of you may be wanting to set yourself up with the plan and expectation that you're going to grow a large business. Some of you might want goals around financial goals. You might want a number of hours a week of work that fits around your family or other commitments. There might be a specific number of clients you want to be working with. You might be looking to grow your business and employ others. You might be looking to gain registration when the changes come about in July of this year. Everybody's got a different business goal. So I'd like you to start by thinking about where you want to be in 1 year's time. You might say where you want to be by the end of this year. So I think we're just in May now, so we're nearly halfway through the year. So where do you want to be in 6 months' time? Where do you want to be in a year's time? Where do you want to be in 2 years' time? Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? By sitting and thinking about what goals you want to achieve in that period of time, you can really start nutting down into the detail of what business success looks like for you. I'm going to ask you a few questions and I want you to think about these things, and I want you to maybe jot down some notes and ideas. If you want to, if you're on the live, jot it down as we go, or you can pause me if you're on a replay and write down these questions. I want you firstly to write down what goal you want to achieve within your business. And it might be one goal, it might be 2 or 3 different goals. What are those goals that you want to achieve in your business in the period of time that relates to you? 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever that might be. Write down what those goals are now. And then I want you to think about any skills or knowledge that are crucial to the success in relation to your goals. So write down what skills or knowledge you currently don't have that you need to have that will help you to achieve that goal. Now, it can be quite easy to find those skills and knowledge if you're not too sure of certain areas of your business. There is a plethora of books out there that talk to you about personal success, they talk to you about business success, and they give you all the steps that you need to succeed in your business. So if you're looking for some business books, then please reach out and I will be happy to recommend some. You might be looking at some qualifications or some skills. You've accessed this free resource, this free training. So this is a skill and a resource that will help you to achieve the goal that you're looking to get towards in the next period of time. So there might be a family member or a friend that's achieved the goal or has skills in the area you're looking to improve on. There is a huge amount of online resource that is free or low cost effective to help you to reach those goals. There's also lots of small business resource in your local community where you can get the answers you need and the support you need in relation to your success in your business growth. So think about what skills or knowledge you need to be able to grow your business. If you're in the caring space, I'm guessing you understand enough about the caring space and you might not need any more education around how to care for people, but you may need that business growth expertise. Or you might be coming into the NDIS industry at the moment having knowledge of business, but unsure about that caring element. So I'm here, I have a huge amount of knowledge in that area, so please utilize me and ask me any questions you might have over the coming couple of weeks, because I'm a resource that is here free to you at this moment, and I will happily support and guide you on your journey. Do you know of somebody who's achieved those goals? So I talked about friends, family members, by reading information in books, going online, finding any resource that's available. We have the web, we have a huge amount of resource at our fingertips. If you just type in and Google steps you need to succeed in business, steps you need for this, that, or the other, you will actually find those answers on the internet. So there is a lot of information out there. But if you can speak to somebody who can guide you through, a mentor or somebody who knows what journey you've been on, who can help you along the way, then that is a great resource to have. So please reach out, because I'm more than happy to help you over the next couple of weeks. My next question is to you is, how are you going to measure success in your business? So we talked about everybody having a different measure. Everyone has a different goal. Everyone has somewhere that you have your own version of what you want to achieve in the next 6 months, year, 18 months. So, how are you going to measure success in your business? You might be a numbers person. You might want to measure it in different ways. There's no right or wrong way, but you need to see where you're at in your journey. You need to put a plan in place. If you saw me on my intro and when as I was promoting this, you wouldn't get in a car without knowing where you were going to. Either you know the destination or you set your GPS up, you set your map up and let you know where you're going to be going. So business is no different. You need to know what it is you're wanting to achieve in your business. And you need to know whether you've measured it. How will you know when you've reached your destination? How will you know you're on track and you're working towards reaching your destination? So take a little bit of time to think about that as well. And I want you to take a moment to think, maybe we're a year in the future. What does life look like? What's it like when you've achieved your goals? It might be that you've got financial goals. It might be you've purchased things in your life, or you have a particular lifestyle. You have a particular work-life balance you've been working towards. Take a moment to picture what success will look like to you in that period of time in the future. And if you want to close your eyes and think about it and picture it, all the better. I think I'm a great believer in mindset and visualizing the future you want. So if you agree with me on that and you'd like to do that, I encourage you to sit and shut your eyes and picture what success will look like for you. So hopefully you've built up a little bit of a picture, a vision of what it is you're trying to achieve at the moment. And then I'd like you to think about what might be holding you back from success. You might have come here today at the beginning of your journey, excited, ready, raring to go. That's fantastic, and I'm here to guide you through that journey. You might have been procrastinating for a while. You might have got started, floundered, it's not quite working, I don't quite know what to do here. Fear might have taken a hold. You might not find you've got enough time in your working week to get the jobs done you want to. You might feel like that kind of imposter syndrome. I don't really feel like I'm good enough to be doing this. I don't really feel like I have the skill to do it. You might have other barriers. You might feel like you don't have enough money to set yourself up. There's a lot of things that hold us back to business success. And I know firsthand a lot of those challenges, but I also know how to overcome them. So please utilize this group, share in the group any challenges you have, any feelings you have with regards to what's holding you back, because I have a lot of tips and tricks up my sleeve to support and break through those barriers to success. Because I love just to jump in, get on with it, and try and not let fear hold you back. Because often, if we let fear hold us back, we don't achieve our goals. And I don't want that for you. I know that I can help you overcome those fears. So, when you know what your business goals are, and you've hopefully written those down now, you can start planning to achieve those business goals. So a lot of people get stuck on this word business plan. Now, if you are an independent support worker, your business plan is going to look very different from several people getting together, building a corporation, building a registered NDIS business, and looking to employ a number of staff. But fundamentally, whether you're an independent support worker or whether you're working to set up a large business, you both need to be sitting down and writing down what your business plan is. Because if you don't know what you're working towards, then you don't know whether you've achieved it. So everybody's business plan will look different. Your business plan will look different from my business plan because your goals will be different from my goals. But it's really important to sit down and ask yourself some key questions. So you want to be starting, if you're an independent support worker, you really want to be starting with what your core beliefs are. So, okay, your business will be existing to make money, but beyond making money, what is your personal or business mission in life? You may have come across a well-known guy called Simon Sinek, and he asks a really important question of what your why is. If you haven't read that book, I'd really encourage you to get it. It's a really great book to help you really understand what your core beliefs are and what motivates you for yourself personally, what gets you out of bed in the morning, and what helps you on your road and pathway to success. So, if you think about your core values, this question really gets to the heart of both your personal and your business mission. It's about what impact you want to have on the world, what change you want. Some people, so if you're talking about your company, because as an independent support worker, you are your business, what is your company vision? So, vision might be around a world where people with disabilities live the life that they choose. There's lots of ways. What is it that really spikes your enthusiasm? You might be working. We're going to be talking about niche in the next live, but what is it that you really want to build? How could you make your community a better place with the skill set that you have? Start with that question, and that will help you get to where you know, kind of what your vision is, what your mission is in life. And what does your business need to exist? So what gap or problem are you meeting? Now, if you are not too sure about this question, then my live on Thursday, which looks at your niche, will really help you with this question. But what is it, what skill set, what abilities, what is it that you are offering to your local community that is going to add value? And if you're scratching your head a little bit with that question, don't worry, because I'll help you nut in on this a little bit more in my live on Thursday. And why should people care about your business? So you will see that we've all got a fan base. We've all got our families and friends. If we post something on Facebook, we can pretty much be guaranteed that one of our family or friends will give a shout out to us, say well done, support us, and motivate us and keep us going. So you want to be building a community like that around you from a business perspective. You want to be working in a way that your business is cared about by other people. And that will start off by being your family, it will be your friends. But by having those people around to help motivate you and guide you and get your name out in the local community, that's going to be gold for you starting and succeeding in your marketing, your business planning type process. So start thinking about, why should people care about you? What is it that you add to your local community? I provide a lot of free education and resource, and by providing that free information, I build a community around me, and you should be no different in your independent support worker journey. What is it you're giving to your local community? What education are you providing? What support are you providing that mean that people want to give back? I love the idea of win-win. So if I'm giving to somebody else, then somebody else will often want to give something back to me as well. So we're in a win-win relationship. So what are you doing to get a win-win relationship in the growth and the success of your business? If your goal in the long term is to employ other staff, then how are you going to inspire your team? So thinking about your longer term business goals, what are you going to do? How are you going to stand out as a person that inspires your team? And link your personal values with your business. So think about your own personal values and how they're going to reflect within your business. Think about what gets you out of bed, what you love doing in relation to your service offering. And by building this picture about you, what motivates you, what you love doing, and what you're good at, although they seem like very odd questions, they will help you in relation to your business plan for success. So they will help you and guide you by writing down the things that you think are important within your business. You will get that blueprint to what you're building within your independent support worker business. So please take the time to write these things down, write down what it is you want to succeed. Your business plan, as I've suggested, needs to have a clear mission. Like, what is it that gets you out of bed in the morning? What is it that you love doing? What is it that you're passionate about? And what will success look like? So the vision. So success will look like different things to different people. So what is your vision for the future? What is your vision for 1 year? What is your vision for 2 years? What is your vision for 5 years? Those will help you. By knowing what it is you're working towards, you'll be able to take the steps to achieve that success in your business. You also want to write a little bit of a company description, and that will be different depending on the size of the business, whether you're independent or whether you're wanting to grow something bigger. Expand on your why. What is your company? What is your business all about? And again, on Thursday, we're going to look at niche a little bit more, because a lot of people say I'm a disability business or I'm an aged care business. But by really talking about the current market, the problems you are solving in your business, that will really help you in relation to your business plan, and it will give you that laser focus you need for success in your business. Look at the market analysis, look around you, look in your local community. There are a lot of people. It's a very noisy space, the NDIS space at the moment, but it doesn't mean that you can't stand out. So look around you. You'll see businesses that are doing really well, and you'll see businesses that are floundering. So look at those businesses that are doing well and see what it is they're doing, what story they're painting, what information they're providing. Watch and study those businesses that look like they're doing really well, because there'll be some key messages in what they're doing that you can use and utilize within your business. So do that as your first step as well. Look around you and look for opportunities in the market as well. I've heard some great stories. I've had people contact me recently, and they've talked about the way in which they're going to step out and stand out from their competitors. And if you can take that time to think that through, and you will have the skill set, I will guide you through what that looks like in this challenge, you will be able to stand out from your competitors. What's the long-term structure you want within your business? Will you just stay as an independent support worker, or will you employ more people? You might end up finding you want to get busy and you want to get a virtual assistant, or you might want to get a bookkeeper. Or what is it you're trying to achieve? What does your organizational structure look like? If you're wanting to grow a larger business, you'll obviously be looking for more people and more infrastructure within that organizational structure. So what is that organizational structure going to look like when you're succeeding? And what does it look like at the moment? What resources are you currently using? Who are you working with and collaborating with to put the resource in that needs for your business success? Think about how you're going to manage administration, all of the operations, all the admin, paperwork and compliance within your business. So My Care Assistant, which we'll talk about next week, is one great platform that you can use to put all of your information in one source. But think about ways that you can ensure that great customer journey for individuals that you're working with. Think about how you can automate as much as possible within your business to save you time and effort. Think about how you're going to be storing key documents in relation to compliance. So how you're going to be storing notes, case notes, information. Think about what platform you can use to make your life as easy as possible. The next thing you need to be thinking about in relation to your business plan is how you're going to market yourself. What is your sales strategy? So by crafting messages that link to people's pain points, you will be able to stand out from your competitors. A lot of companies out there say, we are another disability provider, we're here with XYZ, we can cater for everybody. Those people get lost in a sea of noise. If you can be really clear on your marketing and sales strategy to go and find your ideal client and find clients who are aligned with you, then that will be really, really valuable to your success within your business. Think about your financial projections. So money may not be your main motivator for this industry, but you need to know what is the minimum amount of money you need to be bringing in. How are you going to cope at times where maybe participants are in hospital or they're away on holiday? How are you going to ensure, or at the moment, people are finding a lot of challenges in the times it takes to get paid for work. So how are you going to manage the finances within your business, and how are you going to manage risk within your business? These are all very, very important questions to ask in relation to your business plan. So there's several key areas you need to start jotting down some thoughts and ideas to have your business plan clear on what it is you're trying to achieve, what success looks like, and the key steps around operations, marketing, finance, and all the key onboarding elements that you are going to need to achieve success in your business. If you are new to the independent support worker journey, or even if you're in the support worker journey and you want to double check and make sure that you have everything in place that you should do to be successful and compliant in your business, I have got Are You Ready to Be an Independent Support Worker quiz. I will put that in the group. So if you'd like to just take that quiz and just see that you have all of the steps in place to kind of reduce the risk and compliance concerns you might have in your business, then please take that independent support worker quiz. But I'll give you the main overview now of the things you need as a minimum to be successful as an independent support worker. So number one, you must ensure you have an ABN and you're registered. So if you are thinking of becoming an independent support worker, that's your first step, to get yourself an ABN. Second step is you must have a worker screening in place. You need to be letting individuals that you're supporting know that you are safe to work with. So you must go and get that worker screening. All of these steps as well are going to set you up for success in the changing landscape in June, July time. We don't know what's happening around registration changes, but these are my top tips for ensuring that you are going to weather the storm of those registration changes. So if you follow these steps, you're going to be way ahead of your competition. So that worker screening, make sure you've got it. Relevant insurances, so public liability, professional indemnity. If you're transporting individuals, that car business insurance as well. Make sure you have those insurances in place. Also, relevant experience or qualifications. I've had a number of people ask me about that recently. Now, although you don't need qualifications in place at the moment, it's really valuable that you have some level of expertise or experience in the field. And people are concerned that they've not got the qualifications and they're worried that their business might not be viable with possible changes and announcements that are coming around in June, July time. I would always encourage people to get as much education as they possibly can, but I'd also say don't panic, because the government have said they're not going to be putting the regulations in overnight. So if they do say that there's a requirement for education and qualifications, they won't expect it overnight. So there will be plenty of time. So don't panic, but do whatever you can. Like attending this as an example is you demonstrating your commitment to professional development. So you can record this as something you've done for your own professional development. Okay. Now, worker e-learning. So if you haven't done so already, please ensure, if you're working in the NDIS space, that you do those e-learning. So they're the worker orientations. They're the new worker screenings. I would encourage you as well to do the communication. There's a mealtime one as well. There's 4 or 5. They're all completely free. I would really encourage you to get those qualifications, to get that training under your belt and get those certificates stored. You can store them easily on the My Care Assistant account. And those, I would expect, are going to be a minimum requirement come the announcements in June, July time. So I'd really encourage you to get those if you haven't done so already. You really do need a service agreement in place if you are working as an independent support worker. Now, that service agreement needs to have some basic information around the costs of the services you're providing, rights and responsibilities, cancellations, infection control, payment terms, all of those key things. If you haven't got a service agreement in place, you really do need to consider that and look at that quite urgently. And I'll be covering, in the third session this week, I'll be covering information in relation to service agreements in a bit more detail. So please reach out if you don't currently utilize service agreements and you don't have a bare minimum with regards to some policies and procedures that protects you and protects participants. There's a lot of concern at the moment about whether independent support workers should have policies and procedures in place. As an unregistered provider, you don't have to do everything that a registered provider is doing, but you do have a responsibility for a minimum level of compliance. So you have a responsibility to ensure that you're working in line with the Privacy Act. You have a responsibility to ensure you're working in line with the Human Rights Act. So all of these, there's different kinds of legislation that are out there. Work health and safety is another example. You must ensure that you are working in line with those key pieces of legislation. So by having a basic policy framework that covers off these key areas around complaints, privacy, rights, you are covering yourself, and you're also being clear with the people you're supporting about what expectations they can expect from working with you. So it makes everybody really clear on what is happening and how you are working in alignment with the best needs of the individuals you're supporting. So if you do these things, this will help you stay ahead of your competition in relation to those possible NDIS registration changes that we will be hearing about in the coming months. So I think I've covered those key points. The other key point in relation to documentation steps you need to take is to make sure that you are complying with the NDIS Code of Conduct. So this is something I would recommend you link in with that policy pack, and I can talk to anybody who's not too sure about what policies might look like if you have none in place, but I would definitely be referring to how you work in line with the NDIS Code of Conduct as well. So by providing quality services, we talked a little bit earlier about how you can set yourself up for success from a compliance, process automation point of view, and reduce that amount of admin. Because at the end of the day, we want to be out providing services for many hours of the day and week as possible. We don't want to be sitting at a desk doing all the admin involved. So by signing up for your free My Care Assistant account today, you can set yourself up for success. So by signing up, the link is in the group. You can sign up, you can get in there, you can watch the videos that give you the overview of how to set up your My Care Assistant account for free. You will be able to showcase your skills and ability to care for individuals. You'll be able to upload key documents. You'll be able to share them with relevant people. You'll be able to showcase your skills. You can show people the link and show people the services that you are qualified, experienced, and have all the checks in place before people engage with you. You can also store key documents and templates in My Care Assistant. So you've got ease of access for those key service agreements, confidentiality agreements, whatever you might have in place, those schedules of support, care plans. You can store all of those in your My Care Assistant account. You can also store your progress notes. You can also store risk assessments and any documents that relate to quality or continuous improvement. You can store all of those in as well. The other great thing about the My Care Assistant account is you can schedule services with participants. You can like I said, you can put all the progress notes in as well, and you can connect with other key people. So other key people, other key stakeholders in that individual's life can see what's going on, can see what's happening in relation to service provision. So it's a really, really great resource that you can sign up to and start using today. So how do you measure success in your business? You've started out, you've set your goal of where you want to be in 6 months, a year, 18 months, whatever time in the future. You've started putting in play all the steps you want to take to gain that outcome you are looking for. We often think about growth in a linear way. What do I mean by linear? Well, linear is kind of that line, we start down, I'll try and get down here. We start down here and we go up that way. We think growth happens like that. So we think, okay, well, I'm starting here. I'm starting with 0 clients and I want to get to 10 clients. So I want to get to 10 clients in the next 6 months. So surely in 3 months time, I need to be at 5 clients. And in 3 months, you start panicking because you're not at 5 clients. And you think, oh my goodness, I haven't got to my goals. I haven't got to the outcome I want to get to. Business isn't like that. And what we quite often find in business is that we kind of go along this line like this, and then suddenly, boom, it all takes off. I remember when I started in my home care business, I was sitting by the phone and waiting for a lot of the time. I did a lot of networking. I got out there. I got to meet people. I would follow up with them. Still nothing, still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. And then when that phone rang for the first time, it kept ringing and it never stopped. So sometimes you do just have to sit and wait and keep doing the same activity, because when it starts, it can start quite quick. So you can go along like this and suddenly go up. So don't panic if you're not meeting that trajectory of the linear timeline that we expect, because sometimes you can sit waiting, and boom, it suddenly all takes off. So just keep that at the back of your mind as you're working towards your goals. So I like to, instead of looking at that kind of line, that timeline, and thinking, oh, the clock's ticking, I'm not succeeding, the clock's ticking, I'm not succeeding, the clock's ticking, I'm not succeeding. I would encourage you to focus on 4 key areas of your business. And it doesn't matter what size your business is, whether you're an independent support worker or you've got a micro business or a large business, it doesn't matter. But there's 4 things in business I would encourage you to be continually monitoring. Now, depending on time available, depending on the size of your business, depending on the resource, you can either look at one of these things on a weekly basis. You might choose to look at them on a monthly basis. It really depends where you're at. But these 4 things you do need to be systematically checking off and making sure on a continual basis you are reviewing within your business. So number 1, marketing and growth. If you are starting out in your business, this is the first thing you want to be focusing on. If you are growing your business, so if you've got several participants on board, you still need to be working on that marketing and growth. It never goes away. You always need to be working on that marketing and growth, because you never know what's around the corner. You might have the number of hours you need, but something could happen to one of the participants. They could move away. Anything could happen. So you want to constantly be making sure that you are putting marketing effort into your business, and you are constantly on the lookout for potential opportunities and potential growth within your business. The second thing you need to be looking at within your business is customer service and satisfaction. So you want to be getting regular feedback from your clients and finding out what's working, asking them what's not working, and getting that opportunity for feedback so that you can tweak and refine the work that you're doing to make sure you're constantly meeting the needs of the people you're supporting. So there's so many different platforms and ways in which you can gain that feedback. And if you'd like some advice on how you can gain that feedback, please ask within the group. But that's customer service and satisfaction is really the second thing you need to be focusing on in your business on a very regular basis. The third thing is to analyze trends. So you need to be looking on a regular basis of what's working in your business and what's not working in your business. So this is a very wide topic, and there's lots of trends that you could be reviewing. A large company might be reviewing risks in their business or complaints within their business. As an independent support worker, you might be looking at your marketing efforts and looking that something's not working. So what do you got to do to change and adapt? How are you going to be flexible? How are you going to move and jive within your business to get the outcomes you want? So you need to be constantly looking at those trends, look at where people are coming from. You might be spending a huge amount of money advertising yourself in a magazine and get 0 clients from that magazine, and actually realize by doing a little bit of analysis, just by hanging out on Facebook for a few hours a week, that's how you're finding your clients. Or you might be finding you've got an amazing cause that you've connected with who's sending a lot of clients your way. What are you doing to nurture that relationship with that cause? How are you thanking that cause? What are you doing to make sure you get more of the outcome you want and less of the outcome you don't want? If you don't have an eye on what's happening within your business, you are not going to be able to notice these trends. You're not going to be noticing what's going on around you. And the fourth thing is to focus on your strategy within the business. So you might say, Helen, I'm an independent support worker. I don't have a business strategy. Excuse me. But you need to be keeping an eye out. What's happening in the marketplace? What's going on? Keep an eye on the news. Keep an eye on social media. Because as we all know, social media is the place. So I'm just going to have a mouthful of water. Social media is the place where we get all of our information these days. But what's happening? What's happening in the NDIS landscape? What opportunities are coming up? What things might be changing in the landscape that you as you and your business need to be adapting to and changing in response? So there's a lot of disability specific groups that you can sign up to and get alerts when things are going to be changing, and keeping an eye on what is going on in the landscape is really important. So don't get hung up on numbers that will dishearten you, and focus on those 4 key areas: marketing and growth, customer service and satisfaction, analyze trends, see what's working and what's not working, and focus on the future. So focus on the things that might hurt you in the future, i.e. things that might be changing and you might have to adapt your business to. Or keep your eyes out and focus on those opportunities that if you're not keeping an eye on, you might miss, and you might miss that opportunity for growth within your business. The other thing you need to be doing is focusing on continuous improvement. So the government, like we say, is going to be bringing in changes around registration, and one of the key things as a registered provider you need to be doing is ensuring that you are setting yourself up for continuous improvement. As an example, you coming to this training and doing a little bit of learning and professional development for yourself is an example of how you have demonstrated your continuous improvement. Talked about getting that customer feedback. So by seeking feedback regularly from clients, that will help you to understand what's working in your business, what isn't working in your business, and will help you adapt and change. Engaging in professional development, so finding any free resources you can, learning, growing, and getting better, being a better version of yourself in relation to either your business or your skill set. So if we're working in the caring industry, are there some type of care related qualifications? It might be you might be have an interest in dementia as an example and want to access some free courses that will upskill you in those areas. What can you be doing to develop yourself professionally within your business? Reflecting on your practice, so reflect on your own performance. We're not always perfect, but by taking that time out and sitting by yourself or with a mentor and saying, this didn't work so well, what could I do better next time? That will really help you propel and succeed in your business. Stay up to date with industry standards. So make sure you get those alerts. The government provide a lot of alerts. There's a lot of companies in the disability space. DSC is one of them, where you can get those alerts as to changes that are happening, so you can stay ahead of the trends, be prepared for them, and stay ahead of the competition. Think about how technology and tools might help you within your business. So as I've suggested, My Care Assistant is a great platform for you to streamline your business, manage all your administration, and manage your diary with ease. But there's a lot out there. There's a lot of technology and tools out there that can help you streamline your business. Set yourself personal goals, set yourself business goals. Make sure that you have those short-term and long-term goals that you are setting your sights on and working towards achieving. And also look after your own self-care. So if you're not looking after yourself, then you're not able to best support the people who are needing your services. So make sure you are maintaining healthy boundaries and ensuring you have that work-life balance. So it could be that your phone is off at certain times of the day, you're not accessible, you might take certain days off in the week, or your non-negotiable is, I go to the gym every single day. Whatever that is, make sure you incorporate that self-care into your working week. Ensure that you are documenting and recording as you go. So make sure you're keeping accurate records, and you're regularly reviewing and analysing data to make sure that you are doing the best possible service provision for the people that you're supporting. And ensure that you're networking and collaborating, because not only by getting out in the community, networking and collaborating with others, you'll not only grow your business, but you'll also learn things. I learned a huge amount by networking and hanging out with people who were in the same space as me. because they would be keeping up to date in different areas with different trends, and they would be keeping me informed as well about what would be happening. So it's really great and improves your own personal practices. And the final one is just about evaluating the impact of changes. So looking at changes you've made, seeing how successful they were, did they work, and have you got the outcomes that you're looking for? So I've packed a lot into today's session, but really as a summary, I would recommend that you just start by thinking about the goals you have in your business, what you want to achieve, and start writing a plan for success. And also thinking about how you are going to continually monitor and review within your business whether you have achieved that outcome or goal that you're looking to achieve. So please share within the group how you are going with in relation to that. Please ask any questions in relation to your personal business plan, and seek any advice or guidance by messaging within the group. And I look forward to any comments you have, and I look forward to supporting you on your journey to success in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for watching my live today. I will be online again on Thursday at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and we will be looking at marketing and sales. So we will be looking at how to find your ideal clients. Now you've set your business up for success with all your policies, all your procedures, all the information you need. And then we will go through on Thursday as to how to find clients. And then our following session, the following Tuesday, will be all around onboarding clients successfully and ensuring compliance in relation to the supports you provide. So thank you very much, and I hope you all have a brilliant rest of your day.